Public service announcements when nobody's saying it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. The potentials you see in other people does not exist. It is just what you would do in their shoes if you were them that you see. Bye.
Nedu Wazobia, whose name is Chinedu Ani, who is currently being dragged online for his role in People and all the revelations they made about him in the course of him being an on-air personality. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Now there's no need dragging. He's facing it. Most celebrities, most known faces always have that time when something happens and it's going to be like day against the world, and people will start coming out to either, buttress what is being said or alleged or counter it. In his own case, he's had a long row of people complaining about him. Lucky Udu did, and he interviewed Mr. Nigeria, who talked about how Nedu collected 5 million from him and tried to manipulate him, set him up with somebody else in the studio, and he didn't agree to that. I think 2 million was returned, and he came online and said poor girls turned him on, and that hit a bad blow on his career that he's still struggling with till date. Yvonne Jegede is another actress who appeared on Nedu's show. I think she was trying to promote a movie at that time, and so she came out. Of course, they will ask questions, especially on trending topics, and we heard her say that current travels, as in over May Yuleduchi at that time, that there's no big deal in what you did. Those kind of attitude spoken in words, and people were really upset with her. They say, you as a woman, maybe say you got married. When you're married, no last reach 2 years. When you talk, say your baby father, your ex-husband, rather, because she was properly married, your ex-husband doesn't give a hoot nor any kobo, neither does he care nor visit your son. That how can you, who have felt the hurt of marriage, speak like that to another fellow woman? Basbos was so much that she jumped out, and yeah, it was hot. So when all these Nedu's issues started again, she said that Nedu toast her on WhatsApp and all of that. So Very Dark Man, the one at the center of it all, was also hit when Nedu invited D1, who is an antagonist of Very Dark Man, to his program, and they started exposing VDM, say, "Na gege they do this and this and this, and the money for 20 million out of his the donations they give him for his NGO, he don't siphon them." So VDM decided to take a turn around and hit Nedu really hard, exposing conversations where Nedu will claim, say, I don't knock this one, I don't knock this one. This one, I don't knock this one. One thing we all know is that Nedu is good with cho. Yeah, this is not to bring him down. It is what it is. He's a man that likes to talk a lot, and he has even said it on his program or whatever, directly from him, when he says, and 2 actresses or 2 influencers, he saw them and they were being knocked. They were, for crying out loud, what an adult decide to do, who an adult has decided to go and see in a place, a hotel or something, is nobody's business. Even if you see it, must you come out and talk? Because I remember, I think Ashmushi and Nurse Mirage at that time, they were dragged thoroughly by what Nedu said. In fact, I'm surprised those 2 women have not come out to hit him back at this time that Nedu is facing the heat. Nobody is permitting or saying hooray for, knacking, but the truth of the matter is adults knack. And whoever they decide to do it with, as long as it's not done with children, they will take responsibility for their actions. And it's not your business, even you're an OAP, to come and be saying it authoritatively, making fun of them and everything. You want to build a brand, and at the same time, you want to demean other people, especially when it comes to tatata of single women, which the truth of the matter is, yes, both women are single. Yes, Mr. Dino too is a single man. So if they decide to do tatata with Dino, they are 2 adults who are not in marriages. So what's the big deal? Apart from that, a lot of other celebrities have also been on their program. We have Peter Obi and Kenny Saint Ogungbe, very credible people who have been there. Of course, those ones will not pay for appearances, because they are heavyweights on their own right. But people who are aspiring, to be top notch or to be talked about will definitely pay. That's how life is. They will pay, but like that Mr. Nigeria was saying that, Nedu told him to say, poor girls turn him on, everything. I don't think it's a good thing. You as an adult, you call yourself Mr. Nigeria, somebody is telling you to say that, poor girl turns you on, are you to open your mouth to say it? Though he agreed to say that he was being foolish by saying it, and I think he has owned up to his mess. He has really owned up to his mess. So during the press conference that Nedu had to call, because he shared a letter online, pé wọ́n ti sọ fún òun pé òun fẹ́ resign. People are not like, are you sure you want to resign or they sacked you? And he said at the press conference that he's not being sacked, that he decided to resign. Apparently, he's not the owner of Glitz Studios, the owners of the Honest Bunch program. No, he's not the owner. It's owned by one woman, Sheyi Akinwowo or something. So he's a partner or is an employee, an employee of the organization. So in order to protect this remaining image that has been dented of the organization, the best they could do was to let Nedu go. So they are yet to do another episode for us to see what the show will be like after Nedu. Are they shopping for another known face to come and do that role that Nedu did? Or they will continue with the existing cast and crew. We will not run down Nedu and say that he didn't bring flavor to that program. No, we will not do that. He brought a lot of clout, his experience. Yeah, he's been an OAP, he's been a skit maker for so long. He knows the people in the industry. He knows the undertones, the underbelly workings of the industry. So, of course, we have to give him his flowers for what he knows. But when a man is continually doing cho, I slept with this, I knocked this, I said this, those are for boys. Those kind of talks are for boys, and that's why I'm going in this podcast. When a man tells you that he knacks you, or he has knocked you, even if the knacking is true, what business does that have to do with another person? Only boys kiss and tell. Real men do not. They won't even say it. You can't find them saying it. Especially when you now say it and people are recording it, or you're sending it as a message to somebody else. Don't you think one time or the other, that thing is going to leak? So at the World Conference, he talk and say, he's done being nice. He said he's done being nice. He apologized to Nigerians that anybody where you don't offend, with anything where you do or where you talk, they should forgive him. He's done being nice, and that he's not fired, but decided to step aside. And a lot of things have been going on, and that people have been abusing him. People he considered his own friends are the ones that are giving him basbos. He said, I'm not one to indulge in petty exchanges of words. That's who I am. It has never been my style, and it will never be my style to jab words with people on social media. Rather than engaging in petty fights, I have decided to clear the air by stepping away from the show. My role on the podcast is to make guests feel comfortable while encouraging thought-provoking discussions. My job was to ask questions that would spark controversies and debate, which I successfully accomplished. And at one point, I'm done being nice. My niceness have been taken for granted, and I have been abused by people who claim to be mine. I respectfully ask that if you have my number, please delete it. So when any number Nedu, delete it. I don't want to be reachable or accessible anymore. I need to take care of myself and prioritize my well-being. The nice part of Nedu is dead and buried. I'm no longer going to be a nice guy. I'm done being nice. So Nedu tija anyone any number delete. But I think Nedu has to learn something. Cho as a man, it's unbecoming. And yes, he needs to take care of his mental health. Yes, he has been an asset to the Honest Bunch program. People watch it, they enjoy it. But at the same time, he needs to checkmate his excesses. And we pray that this will not be the end of his career. People make mistakes and they learn from it and move on. So if he has really learned from it, there's nothing Nedu will do now. Nigerians forgive, especially once you apologize like he has done. Well, we all make mistakes. We all find ourselves in mess and we have to adjust. What's your opinion on this? Do you think that his apology will be taken by Nigerians or not? Can you drop your comments in the comment section? Bye for now.